Hello, Women on Change supporters. Laxaba here. I, oh my goodness. I keep thinking 2019, 2019 is here. 2018, I barely saw it, and here's 2019. Nonetheless, I'm excited to see it and to be happy and enjoying it. Some of you may already know I've mentioned that the month of January is going to be a month where I share a lot about what Women on Change is all about because that's a question I've been getting a lot. What exactly is Women on Change? Women on Change essentially is for those who want to make change, specifically where poverty is affecting lives. Poverty is huge, right? Where do we start? Well, for us, clearly, we're starting with girls. Um, this is why we have women, right? The reason why we have women because women, frankly, the majority of the world, and they the ones who've been able to help us generate more human beings with the help of God, of course, man as well. But ultimately, they bear a huge responsibility. Um, but there's a deeper meaning to Women on Change. Growing up in Haiti, I came to the States 25 years ago now, 26 years. It's been a long time. I was a kid. But growing up in Haiti as a kid before I migrated to the States, one of the things that I realized, or at least experienced, was the unfairness that women um, were dealing with, at least when I was living there. And having migrated to the States and traveled the world, I've been grateful to be able to enjoy that, is that I've realized it's a global problem. And having experienced, or traumatized as I may put it, as a young girl, um, witnessing one of my friends' mom getting physically abused by her dad after he came home and food wasn't ready and she was in the process of cooking, just to see the reaction of her getting physically abused by her husband when the community sitting around outside literally did nothing. But what I realized was the power that the women had when they ran and tried to help her finish cooking, do all that stuff. But yet, it was such a normal thing, it seemed at the time. And I made the decision as a little girl, I was probably 7, 8 years old, that, so let's just say some things I saw during that period. I saw the power, I saw the fear, and I've made some decisions as a kid. Now, as an adult, I realize, okay, some things that I've said or may have decided based on that experience, clearly I've grown, I've learned a lot. But my life went on and I've experienced other things that traumatized me. But what I've realized is that we women had to or have to be the ones to take action for the things that we don't want to see or we want to change. I wanted to I wanted to provide that platform because I feel like I've been so grateful for the opportunities and some of the horrible things that I've experienced in life to be able to make it to where I am. And I wanted to provide a platform that women, men alike, or however you identify, to be able to make an impact. And so Women on Change is where you have the opportunity, if you truly want to make an impact in overcoming or help someone overcoming hardships. It really doesn't take much. At least for me, what I've learned is that hope, giving someone hope, it is one of the most important things that you can do for them. It's not giving them money, it's not giving them food, because frankly, I think people are capable of doing for themselves, as long that they have an environment of support, and they know that they're a part of a global community. And that's what we're trying to do with Women on Change. It's a global community for anyone who wish to inspire someone with a particular talent or experience that you've had. But we do that with kids, specifically girls under 21. And the reason that we choose girls, because I truly believe that if you can equip a young girl prior to her becoming a mom, she and her family will be able to get far. And I am a living proof of that. I'm one of 15 kids, and I've seen my experiences growing up as a young girl. Some of the experiences, early experiences that I've had, helping my mother running a small business, how it really helped me. Of course, I think we all, or every child who comes to this world is born with something special, and while we all, I mean, not more, they have more than one, but I think for me, what helped me is that I've had, I mean, I have a family and early on a mother who saw something in me, right? Maybe not everything, and I think what she saw, she exploited it. Not that it's a good thing. It also scared me as well. My mother really, she saw how hungry I was and how well I took on responsibility, and she gave me a lot of that. While I love that part of it, I think when it comes down to it, part of it I don't like. Oh, I didn't like. I had to be responsible for so many siblings. I had to be a mom. I had to take, care of households. Yeah, I did it, but it's not something I love. It's not something that I'm crazy about that I would want to do today. Clearly, not having that many kids. My mother has 10 children. My dad has 15. It worked. I mean, we helped each other out, but clearly, that's not. That's not one of those things that inspired me. But what inspired me is the fact that I saw specific power within everyone that I was able to come across to help me get to where I am. And frankly, I've been able to stay hopeful despite some of the hardships that I've experienced in life, and I've been grateful to be able to make it to where I am. So I have a sense of responsibility, or sharing that responsibility to give back to others, and that's how Women on Change was born. And my hope is that no matter where you are in the world, that our platform will be able to give you the opportunity to serve, or to inspire somebody, or to touch somebody with a specific talent or experience that you've had. You think you can make a difference, and I truly believe everyone can, because it only takes 1 second to realize that, you know what, all I have to say is say hello to that person, and it changes their lives. So I hope the platform that we are working on, where there's a lot that we're working on, but what we're hoping is that by creating a program, and that's the mentoring program, the STEM mentoring program. And the STEM mentoring, the biggest part of it, the foundation part of it, is the math part, because I think really it comes down to math as a foundation, where whether it's working, counting your money, managing your time, managing your anything, you need that number game. So Math Speaks is one of the math STEM mentoring component. But ultimately, the goal for Women on Change is to create young leaders, young women leaders. And I know that word "young" is relative, but essentially, prior to a young lady who's now in third grade and or 12th grade, whatever, or second year in her college, we like to be able to give her the opportunity, or the tools, the resources, to be able to say, you know what, before I take the route, before I become a mother, I like to know that I'm independent, economically independent, and happy to be able to take on that role. Because motherhood, even though I don't have kids, but my experience taking care of some of my younger siblings and supporting my family, do so, is a huge responsibility. And I truly believe before anybody, boy, girl, or before a certain age, can take on that responsibility, I think it's important for them to have that support. And it's more than just having the environment, but they have to believe that they have it in them. So that's what we hope to do with this program, and I hope we get there. We've been working on it. It's slowly coming, and part of the reason why the way we are doing it, the way we're going about it, testing it, see if it works, testing a little bit part of it, see if it works, is because we want to make sure whatever that we're working, it actually emits. It check the boxes for the parents, the partners, especially the kids that we are working to support. So we hope you continue to stay with us and then work with us, and we are certainly, of course, as always, and want to hear how we can make this better. But it's a long journey, and I hope you keep up with us. Subscribe, and as I said, I'll be sharing more videos. I'll be able to tell you guys more as we go on. And then again, women on change has been around for a while, but I'm hoping to do more and sharing more. Thank you.